You ever gotten really mad at a friend or family member and wanted to hit them in the head or something? Well, I'm going to show you how to make something that won't hurt them and won't kill them. I'm going to show you how to make sugar glass. You know how in movies, when someone gets thrown through a window or smashes out a window or gets hit over the head with a bottle, they don't actually use glass. I mean, that could kill the actor and that would be bad. They use sugar glass. It's not that hard to make, but sometimes it can be dangerous because it gets really, really hot. So first, we're going to gather all of our ingredients and all of our equipment because while you're making this, you have to stir it constantly. You can't stop or else it'll get all hard and yucky and it won't work. So first, you're going to need some oven mitts. You have to wear them all the time when you're stirring this because if something splashes up on you, it's really, really hot and it will burn you. Next, you're going to need a mold. We're using a cookie sheet, so it'll look like glass. You can spray it with cooking spray, you can line it with aluminum foil, or in this case, parchment. Next you need an old pot. An old pot because if you use one of your mother's good pots, she'll probably beat you with it. Next you need a half cup or a full cup measuring cup, and also a 1/4 teaspoon measuring cup. Next we need a candy thermometer. And this is very important because the mixture has to be measured to exactly 300 degrees Fahrenheit. We're using this right here to hang our candy thermometer into the mixture at all times because you don't want to be standing there mixing and holding a candy thermometer in something that's going to end up being 300 degrees. It'll hurt a lot. Next, you need a big spoon to stir it for the same reason because you don't want to be holding a little spoon trying to mix something that's going to be 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Not fun. Next you need some light corn syrup. Most people use clear, but in this case we're using yellow because we're on a diet. And you'll see what it's for later. Next we need some sugar. Lots and lots of sugar. It's the main ingredient. Lots of sugar. Next we need water. Regular water, tap water, any kind of special water you want. Doesn't really matter as long as it's water. We can also use some food coloring, which is optional. Doesn't really matter what color you use, or you can use none at all. Doesn't matter. Finally, we need some cream of tartar. Most people are like, what do we need cream of tartar for? Well, when sugar is heated to the degree that we're heating it at, it'll crystallize and it'll look weird, and we don't want that. We need to add something acidic to it, in this case, cream of tartar, and it'll make it not be all funky. First, before you put all your ingredients in, make sure your pot is on the stove, but the stove is off. First, before you put the ingredients in, also, you're going to put your thermometer, or candy thermometer, in. You're going to start off with 3½ cups of sugar. So I'm using a half cup, so I have to use like 7 cups of it. Next, you need a cup full of light corn syrup. I'm using a half cup again, so I need to use 2. And be careful because the stuff is really sticky. Next, you need 2 cups of water. Then 1/4 cup of cream of tartar. And last, if you decide to diet or not, you need 6 to 7 drops of your color of food coloring. Then you bring it to a slow boil. You put it on medium to low heat, and you have to stir it constantly. So it took us about 15 minutes to get it to 200 degrees, which is where it is right now. Between 200 and 250 degrees Fahrenheit, the sugar will start to evaporate, and it'll take forever. It'll take like a half an hour, and you have to keep stirring it constantly, or else it will start to solidify in the pot, and then your mom will beat you with the hot pot. Alright, we just reached 300 degrees, even though it's time before it has. Alright, now you have to hurry up, turn off the stove, take out the thermometer before it hardens, oh my god, and then pour it in, but make sure it's not too thick. Doesn't that look exciting? The bubbles are going to go away as it hardens. Now you just spread it out evenly.